Friday the 13th of May 2022, day one, afternoon one of the West Kernow Way. Not travelling very light at all. Steve's looking far more impressive in his, which makes a nice change. So we will see you on the route. Here you go, it's our first mine. We've only just come out Red Roof a couple of miles ago. This is one of the mining trails. Pennants Consoles, this is called. Got a feeling we're going to have quite a few of these. Yeah, in the mining trails. Lots of fun to be had around here. But if you can stay on two wheels, of course. But so far I'd say it's very useful to have a GPS. So this is Portreath. And the harbour's just the other side of that wall.
Apparently, once the busiest harbour in North Cornwall.
So there you have it.
I bet it.
Here we are, end of the first day, or kind of half a day. Just come up from Boscreech, and we are on the highest part just around here. So you can see on the top, just over there, that's Carnbray. That's where we cycled from earlier. See what the sign says. William Cookworthy, 1705, 1780, commemorates the 300th anniversary of the birth of William Cookworthy, a Plymouth Quaker chemist who discovered china clay on here, Trigyphion Hill, in 1746. Enabled the production of English porcelain and an international business exporting over 100 countries. Today it is used for widespread manufacturing of paper, paints, as well as ceramics. But we are going back to our little campsite. So you can see that side and see this side, and a lovely sunset. We are down here. And here we go. The preaching pit, long disused stone quarry sited here on Trigyphion Hill, thought to be where churchmen once preached to the miners of Briege and Gurmo, who had a fearsome reputation. It is, however, that a nearby Kenneggy Downs in 1743, Charles Wesley preached to near 1,000 tinners. He visited here on the 18th of August 1750 and again 10th September 1765. For Whitson, for over 100 years, Methodists initially from Ashton but latterly from Bow West congregated for the preaching of pit Sunday school celebrations. Nowadays, Christians of many denominations meet here at Pentecost for an ecumenical service. And it is lovely. I'm going to wander down here, set up the tents. Here we are, setting up the camp. There's the chutes. Bug inner, nice and small, fits into that tiny little bag. Steve's pumping up his pneumo. And we're trying to see quickly, it's just like my nice little sunset. So I'll try and catch a bit of pinkiness. Up we go. Ooh. Oh, Steve, yeah, definitely worth it. How's that for lovely sky to finish the night with? Here you go. He's like a gazelle. So we've got one coast that side, and there's the coast
Just like a gazelle, you're right.
this side, and there's St Michael's Mount. Just,
oh, wow.
Just there. It's lovely.
Morning of our second day. What a glorious morning. Misty, but it's starting to lift. So we've got Penzance and Marizine over there.
And here we are. First stop of the day. Cheeky little steep one. And the real old buildings. And actual working hub. That's Mousel. So this is the Trigyphion Bronze Age entrance burial chamber. Just stopping on the road. So you had Merry Maidens, stone circle just over there, and then we're just spinning around heading towards Land's End, and we spotted the notice board and these stones. That's obviously been reinforced. Ah, definitely worse places to end up. So there's quite a few of these not very signposted farm tracks and just field edges and you name it. So this route gives you a real bit of everything. Oh, just keep an eye on the clouds. Looking a little dark in places, but it's a lovely time of year. As we're getting all the butterflies are coming out. I've still got lots of lovely spring flowers. Ooh, lots of nettles. So this took us off a little shortcut off the main road up into St. Just. So we're heading towards Cape Cornwall. I think we've got a big wall here. It's quite narrow. Looks like a pineapple. I've been attacked by a pineapple. Oh,
Is that you?
I've been attacked by a bramble. Yeah. So, yeah. Maybe I'm going to put you away. It's quite narrow. We have just come up the coast path, the Brattleboro Way bit, and rather than going to Cape Cornwall and then all the way up the stinky hill over to St. Just, we're going to get some supplies because we need some more water. Steve fancies an ice cream and maybe a cream cake. I thought I'd take a little picture. So that is Cape Cornwall. Just met a chap and he's about to cycle off in the morning Land's End to John O'Groats on a hire bike on a tour that's all organised, so he'll have a support van and all the rest. He's an Australian chap and he's just come over cycling around Ireland, so he's living the dream. That's a nice little chap. He just came over, so we're all packed up, so I'll walk down this little bit and show you. Whoop. Yeah. Let's go up this bit as well. So, if you look at that bit there, that is Seddon, and then all the buildings on the top of that little bit there, that's Land's End. And look how clear the water is. That is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Ugh. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. And you're probably not going to pick this up at all, but for once, if you look just there, you can start to make out the sillies. That's how nice it is today. Go. That's Steve supplying the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Carry on.
I can see it's Bob Black Mike down there.
No, the theme tune.
I think yes. I forgot about that. This is where they filmed Poldark, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
Captain Poldark.
Oh dear.
Poldark.
One pint of tribute, and look at the state of him. So there we go. We have just come out of St. Just for a refreshment stop, and look at all of this, all this history. So just stopping. The sun's come out, and we are at Levant Mine. Is that some kind of visitor centre it's going to have?
Yes, National Trust.
National Trust.
Working beam engine, isn't it?
All right, working beam engine. This is the Tinner's Way. With a he's not very good off road. Look at those dark clouds there, though, and those little bumpy ones. So it might get a bit soggy later. We'll see. Actually, I can hear it raining now.
Hello.
So he's just saying how more confident he's feeling downhill on that bike.
Yeah, you're right.
And yes, you can see from all the wet stuff and the wet-as and the wet-proofs, waterproofs. We've had some rain. We had quite a bit of rain on the Tinners.
Cycling UK, we're not impressed.
I don't think they did the rain. We can't blame them for the rain.
So
we're doing a slight detour. I'm probably heading back to sleep where we slept last night. Look, his funny head shape's gone. So I'll see you at the bottom of the hill. Heading towards the end of day 2, and we've just had rain all the way up from, pretty much all the way up from Marazion, and it's just stopped, and we have got such a lovely sun. Apart from Steve's phone, he got some lovely birds singing. So morning of day 3, and we've headed down from our usual camping spot, and we're heading towards Porthleven, and we've just got a view. I don't know if you can quite see it. It's quite a little bit misty this morning. You can see it's really quite windy, so I don't know if you better pick my voice up, but it is dry and sunny, and we're heading down to the Lizard. So very much looking forward to this. My favourite bits to cycle around. Lovely drop into Porthleven, into the harbour. You often see this church getting really battered by the waves in the local news. It's one of the shots they use. And there's the proper harbour, just there. And we're heading into town. So this is Lubar. We've just cycled over from Porthleven. We're then going to go up one of those routes, I believe, on the far side, over to Church Cove. We had a lovely fast descent down and around. We're now at Gunwallow, and this is Church Cove. You've got National Trust coffee shop and toilets, and a fantastic, seen on lots of TV shows, Church of the Storm just there. And then lovely Church Cove. And then we've been told for the route. This is the golf course. Got to watch for low flying balls. I think we're going to go up there and down to the next one. Next cove is called what, Steve?
Is it Pusher? Is it
no?
Poldhu Cove.
Poldhu Cove. So we'll see you at Poldhu Cove. Another beautiful cove. There's Poldhu Cove. Thought we'd stop here. It's quite steep going down, and then we're up that side, I think. So a little cafe. Not sure about toilets. There's parking space. Gorgeous. So it's a bit bigger than Church Cove, and the parking's closer. But Church Cove is National Trust, and this you have to pay.
Nice, friendly.
So we're just scooting around the airfield. It is nice and dry, but we have seen an awful lot of this and far worse. Kind of dried ruts and rocks. So it will be really quite difficult on the way, depending on what time of year you are. We are going to head down and round over to the Lizard. This is the optional slight detour to the route, and we'll just scoot over. We'll then head back to the main route, I think. This is Kynance Cove. Oh, I just binned the bike. There you go. How lovely is that? So again, National Trust, a little tea room and toilets. Here we are, just had cream tea at the most southerly cafe in the UK. And looking at the view. Actually, the rain does seem to have stopped. It doesn't seem as bad.
Are you mad? Chucking it down.
It has been raining for a little while.
We have been in a warm cafe too.
Yeah. Couldn't be sunny all the time, could it? We're just cycling towards Cove now, and it hasn't stopped raining for 3 hours. So pretty soggy, pretty much soaked. We keep going. Oh, it's a bit brighter over there. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but it's not drier here at the moment. So we're going to see if there's a space or some kind of bus shelter or something at Cove, and we can have a little think and make a plan. So the idea is, do we carry on, push forward up to kind of Helford today? Our thoughts of going to the using the ferry to cross, that's kind of out the window. Sunday it's nearly 5 o'clock, they'd have finished that by now for sure. So we'll have a think. Well, it's lovely, still got the lovely flowers. So first foxgloves that I've seen, and smell, you got those lovely smells. Here we are, Cove at the lovely harbour. Some lovely swimming to be had here. Here you go, slowly wending our way up here. Post fish and chips. Steve's decided to push.
And I'm going faster than you.
There we are, back on the route. Looking rather steep, this one. So I'll take it nice and steady. Might have to bin you at some point because I might need both brakes. Well, the brakes are definitely doing better than they were if I changed those pads. And just disappears off the edge. Yeah, definitely think I'm going to need two hands. Oh, it's only here. having a little streamy bit. Oh, nice little quarry.
You still filming?
This was our campsite last night. Not first choice. We had a fair bit of rain overnight as we're packing. There's the old girl, heavily laden as ever. And there's Steve in his stealthy little green Vango. Steve's recommending walking this section. We've had to go up some big old steps and walk it up a little bit of a footpath. And now it's all rather soggy and loose after all the rain of yesterday and last night. There's a real mix of terrain. Well, the sun's coming out now, and this is the lovely little stream and wood at the bottom. Slowly making our way through the same woods, but bluebells. This is a locally owned CIC group that manages this for the Constantine community. No camping, no fires, take your litter home, but do enjoy it. So thank you. Yes, we will. We thought this was noteworthy. This is part of the official route. Wait, did you see that move? You have to take your bike, which you are camping with, up here. And it is horrendous. Is that too strong a word? As you can see, we've unloaded most of the bags, but just the sheer size of it, and it's just really slippy. So I haven't got much space. So
ridiculous.
We're having fun and games.
It's like cycling touring.
Yeah.
Footpath touring.
In the rain. In the quite heavy rain. Wasn't supposed to rain like this. And we just found another one we had to hoik it over. But it's a footpath, we didn't need to do it, Steve. So not part of the official routes.
I apologise.
So yes. Yes, and if any bad words fell out of his mouth, we'll bleep them. Here we are. Heading over there, slowly wending our way back towards Redruth. This path's a bit of a dual cabbage way at times. And as you can see, waterproofs. It's been raining. It comes and goes. It comes in quite hard, but then it stops and kind of is really nice. But as you can see, even here, still rather breezy. We've got a detour at the moment because there's one of the farms you're supposed to go through. He's got some kind of infectious outbreak, so we've got a big detour that we're following. So I will catch you in a minute. There's Redruth, and we're finishing as we started on a tramway. This very much feels like a nice fancy cycle path compared with a lot of the big lumpy bumpy ones we've had. So just thinking about the route, if you wanted to get a real feel for one county in one nice loop, you'd be pressed to find a better one. Because we've had open moorland, pretty coastal villages, thick woodland paths, narrow woodland muddy paths, footpaths with permission. Just look at this, Sun's come out, we've had all kinds of weather as well. Sun, a lot of rain, been hot. So, what more could you want? Well, less rain, less mud. But yes, would recommend it. Just pack as light as you can and choose your tyres carefully. Wide with lots of grip, lots of air would be good.